Okay, so T. Smith, would you like to introduce our next speaker?
I will. So Michael Swinarski emailed me in the winter. Said, I live in your community and I have a passion for the idea of getting more kids into the industry that he's going to talk about. And he came and spoke to my students, well received, and so we've invited Michael to tell his story here, and that's all I'm going to say. Michael, thanks for coming.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity. A few things that I wanted to go over today. Unfortunately, it involves a little bit of industry updates on what we're going to see over the next 5 years. It's a little frightening. So between now and 2021, the actual damage created by cybercrime is going to cost $6 trillion annually. And the cybersecurity spending is going to reach $1 trillion. Seems like kind of a lopsided number there. The number of unfulfilled jobs in information security will reach 3.5 million. Unfilled jobs. So how do we catch up? That's a problem. By 2020, the number of people that are actually out there clicking links and opening attachments on emails is going to reach 4 million. So we're outnumbered. This year alone, it's expected that the damage created by ransomware is going to reach $5 billion. We already had some really fun examples of that hitting the news. I don't expect that to, I expect us to hit that 5 billion number. Go ahead and pass the slide. Those are the statistics that came out of CSO Online just a few months ago. Unfortunately, from what I'm seeing, it's probably fairly accurate. So what is this doing to me and the industry as a whole, especially around hiring? We need more information security people. I never heard of the concept of negative unemployment until I had to hire in an industry where they had negative unemployment. What that means is right now, today, there's 1 million unfilled jobs in this field. We can't find talent. As a result, the salaries, as you can see, are only going up. So I jumped at the chance to come and talk to you today because I need help for a variety of reasons. We really do need to foster more people coming into this field. But I also, at some point, need to retire. I can't do this while I'm 70. Right, CEB, I was actually out there in Washington, D.C. a few weeks ago talking to CEB, who is now Gartner. And they're telling me that the average hiring to fill these jobs is 130 days. And I laughed and said, I aspire to get down to 130 days. My experience, as well as what I've heard from my peers within the Portland area, the number is closer to 6 to 8 months. And so I have a gap of people to do the workload that we're trying to catch up with. This is a little frightening from another perspective. The students of today who have the aptitude and the interest in cybersecurity is going to go one of two ways. They're going to either, A, they're going to join the team that I'm fostering and allow me to pay them these salaries. Or option B, they're going to join the other team and contribute to the numbers on the previous slide. Kind of a problem. Next slide, please. Or both. But that's yeah, we can try to talk about that. But that's not the only problem. Yes, I want to foster growth in this field. We need more people working specifically in information security. But that's not enough. I've got some slides at the end here specifically for those students to share with you to take back to your classrooms. But in reality, we need all IT to put cybersecurity, make it a priority in everything that they do. Whether they're developing firewall infrastructure, or email servers, or desktop operating systems, or whatever they're doing, they need to understand the basics of security, how to apply it, and make it a priority. I'm not looking to convert everybody into my field, but I am looking for some help from everybody that we can. Next slide. So, what can we learn, what can we teach in order to help that? There's 3 bullet points. I'm going to actually call it 2.5. Okay? The number 1 slide is what we call OWASP Top 10. This is a list that is maintained in the open source community of the top 10 vulnerabilities that we see in web applications and how to fix them. They encourage the coding standards in order to avoid these sorts of vulnerabilities. The challenge is the number 1 vulnerability on this list was discovered in 1987. It's older than my kids. And yet it's still the number 1 spot. So obviously there we have work to do on this. So
It was fixed in 1959.
The bad thing is the solutions are there. The solutions are there. We just have to encourage the right coding standards. Now, the CIS Top 20, very similar. It's a top 20 of more of the enterprise approach on how to secure an environment end-to-end. That includes your parameter security. What is a DMZ? What does a firewall do? How does it work? How do you get around it? How do you do those sorts of things? But also all of the layers underneath that, which is a change that we've seen over the last 10 years. Perimeter security is insufficient. All of the other security underneath that top layer has become a high priority. Now the last bullet point is my half. Okay? So the National Institute of Standards and Technology, I'm guessing you're probably familiar with, they produce standards for all sorts of really cool stuff, including cybersecurity under the 800 series of standards. They have frameworks that are definitely referenced by pretty much every information security team that I know, ranging from security awareness to how to assess a project to you name it. Okay? I'm not going to encourage you to teach this line by line in your classrooms because you will put your students to sleep. But if they at least know where to find it, what it is, and get a high-level overview, that will in itself put them in a really good position that will make an impact. Next slide. So here's one of my other slides that I wanted to make sure I shared for those of your students who are interested in information security as a career. In the Portland area, we have the PDX Cyber Camp. This is for high school students who have an interest in this field, where they come out, they spend a week with information security professionals, learning about how to implement a lot of these solutions and how the attack vectors are actually leveraged. Okay? Next slide. In addition, Mount Hood is the first university, or I should say, I'm sorry, wrong term, is the first college in the state of Oregon that has an AA in cybersecurity. Okay? Believe me when I tell you, I don't care what my job description says. If you come to me with an AA, yeah, I'm interested. Okay? You don't necessarily have to have a bachelor's degree anymore. So this is another resource where they're really focusing on that information security. Next slide. Thank you again for allowing me to come. I was only allowed 10 minutes, so I'm going to keep it quick. I do want to now tell you, these slides are available for those of you scurrying with taking pictures. That URL is terrible. I'm sorry. That was actually the improved version. So I am going to post it on Twitter in a little bit, and I'll make sure that it's very easy for everybody with this group to find. Thank you again.